Alrighty, what is up everybody and welcome to Dr. Greenstuff. As always, I am Dor, and today we're going to go ahead and start growing our illegal goods. So first things first here, we can sit here and make pizzas as our minimal source of income. You get $3 per pizza, or we can just go ahead and skip that. Right now, I'm going to skip this because these guys have a cutscene when they introduce themselves, so let me do that really quick. Okay, so first things first that we need to buy a scale. Cool, it let us buy a scale, and we need to buy clippers. Everything else is just extra, so we can buy that and we can buy that, and we don't have enough to do that. We can make a pizza to buy another thing of dirt, but we're fine for right now. We should be good. Now we need to go over to our apartment. On the top of our screen we could see we need to go to letter E, apartment 7, which is fine because I know where it's at. So this is my second attempt at this really quick because the game recently got an update and it's pretty buggy. I couldn't move a second ago and I couldn't buy this scale. Without the scale you really can't do anything in the game. So I had to restart the game several times to be able to buy the scale. I am ignoring the lady right now. I kind of know what I need to go do. So we'll go ahead and take care of that. We can. Oh, you know what I didn't buy? I didn't buy a water can. Need to go back and buy a water can. Where did my scale just go? No, 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 no. Oh, you gotta be kidding me right now, dude. Okay, so one minor setback. This game recently had a graphics update, and for whatever reason, like I understand this is an early access game, but I have played this. I've played this before, and I've never hit this many bugs. So I mean, we lost the scale. I couldn't buy a scale. I couldn't move. It's fine. I'll deal with what I gotta deal with. It's fine. Let me go and find this dude. There's a guy over in the park area. We need to go help. He is missing his ball, or he lost his ball rather, in the park. We can go ahead and give it to him. And then once we do that, they'll open up the basement area for us to use. In there, we can grow our mushrooms later game. It's also got little like glass vials and stuff that we can use. Yeah, I know you lost your ball, bud. Here you go. Take your ball. Congratulations. And then we just go ahead and take this plant. This is our starting plant. We can pretty much grow our own plants after this. Oh, actually, no, we can't. Oh, yeah, we can. We have to sell first, though. That's the only thing we have to do right now, because I really don't want to sit there for 20 minutes making pizzas. So we'll go ahead and let this thing dry out in our room upstairs. Once it's done, we can go ahead and cut it and scale it. She's going to tell us that we have access to the bottom room now. Let's go in there. We have to drop our plant. I'm trying not to have anything else just up and disappear. Like I said, I've never experienced this many bugs in this game. I have played it quite a bit. So I'm going to let this thing dry out, and I'll be right back with you guys. Hopefully I don't encounter any more weird bugs at the moment. Okay, so now it's dry. You can tell when it's dry because the leaves shrink, and then if you take it off, you can't put it back up there. So that's how we know this thing is dried out enough for us to cut up. So let's go ahead and cut our stuff off of here now. Get our buds off of here. We should get a thing of seeds, which is good for us. Kablamo. We'll put them over there for now. And then we'll take the leaves and put them on the bed. Okay, so these big ones, those are straight up 10 G's right there, 10 grams. So those are an immediate bag. These bigger ones, these littler ones than those are 5 apiece. And then the smallest ones, or these aren't the smallest ones, but these are like the medium sized ones, are I believe 2 apiece. Yeah. So they're 2 apiece. Those single little tiny nug ones right there that you can kind of see, those are 1 apiece. So we don't have enough for 3 baggies, but we do have enough for the 2 that we just got. Unless I'm missing one that's on the ground. No. Okay, so one thing you don't ever want to do is you don't want to go over 10. You want to try and hit 10 every time, because anything extra you just lose. So like if I was to put a big one on there right now for 10 and get up to 19, it wouldn't give me the extra 9 left over from that 10. It'll eat the 1 and treat it as a 1, and we'll lose the rest of that. So that's something to keep in mind. We can go ahead and put our seeds over here by the sink because we're going to need them by the sink. And then we can go ahead and head on out of here. We need to go find the dealer that is right in front of our apartment, right over here. And this is also going to be another cutscene, so give me just 1 second. Okay, and with that, we should be able to sell this guy this stuff. So we gave him the 2 bags that we had. He will give us a few minutes here. Next, this car drives off, I believe. But whenever we deal with anybody, there's a guy, I think he's not going to be there after this. There's a guy that's down there, and there's a guy in the park. I think that's it. There's also one more person I want to go find really quick. So we have some time to burn here until we get our money in our mailbox. So let's go ahead and do that. If we go to this to the back part of the neighborhood here, we have some hippies in the parking lot. So we can go ahead and interact with them. I believe it's going to be another cutscene, maybe. Okay, well, there is no cutscene for these people. So this guy we can interact with. They know who we are. They know what we do. I don't think we can interact with her, but there's some mushrooms here we can try. We should start tripping here in a moment. While we do that, let's go ahead and wander on back to our apartment. There is one more guy. Now that I just remembered, we need to go trigger over here. It's weird that he's in my head, but we should be good. Okay, well, there was a cutscene, and then some lady just spawned in dancing. Anyways, this guy wants us to give him, I believe it's the blue paint cans. He wants some type of paint can. Let me just actually pay attention to which one he wants. Okay, he does want the blue paint can, which we don't have the money for yet. But our mailbox should have the money in it now, so let me run on over there. Okay, so our money should be in here, and we do. We have our money, and we have a note. Let's go ahead and collect our money. I don't think the note really has anything important on it. Can I close that, please? Let's see. Okay, remedy. Something. I don't know what that says. Okay. I understood okay, and that's about it. Okay, so we needed some cotton pads to be able to put the seeds into, to be able to get the seeds to spawn. What is it called? I don't know what it's called when you get a seed to like grow into a seed. If that makes sense. But you need to rub the seed bag onto that. You need to get it wet and just drop it on the counter somewhere. And then in a few minutes, that'll get to a point where we can actually plant it in the dirt over there. First, let's go ahead and give this guy his blue paint. Okay, so here we go. Give this guy that stuff. And let's see. I don't think he gives us anything. I think it was just like the... Yeah, okay. So we needed to give him the stuff so that people will show up around the city so that we can actually sell them the stuff we're making. This is also the basement bit I was talking about. So when you come into here, the only room you can enter is this one here. And this is where you grow mushrooms. You can click on this to show you the recipes and stuff to make LSD. But we're not going to do that right now. That's kind of later on. We need to... let me out of this book, please. There we go. We need to... I believe we need to get the computer before we can even buy the stuff we need for that. So that's going to be much later on here. Our little seedling should be a thing now. Yes, it is. Okay, so then we need to take the dirt. Kablamo. And I forgot one step, so let me fix that. Okay, so this is what I forgot. We need this thing to cover up our balcony here, so kablamo. Now we won't gain as much notoriety, I guess, is what that thing is on the bottom left there. It's also a little buggy, dicey, I guess. I don't know. Every now and again, it'll just shoot up. Like if I reload the game, it'll be like full wanted level, even though when I left the game, it was like it is now. So I'll keep an eye on that. Maybe it's not like that anymore. Maybe it still is. I'm not sure. So we need this in our hand. We can go ahead and water this. Turns it that color. Turns it darker brown. It's going to put that back under there so it fills back up. So we have a full 3 uses out of it. And then we just go boop. Nope, I missed. So then we go boop. I missed again. There we go. It goes boop. And we can just plop it out here. We have 2 more pots here we can use. So I'm going to go ahead and use them. We can turn our water off. Get our bucket thingy-mabobber, or watering can. I just wasted a use. But yeah, we can go ahead and get these ones started here. If I could just get these two to touch. Thank you. Then we need one more from here. And then there is... Okay, I hit it right away. There's 3 cycles to the watering process before you can go ahead and cut. I think in the second watering stage, you can clip the plants to get little seedlings or offspring or something. I forget what you call them. Clippings, maybe. But over in the store, there was little looking little pots, and you take those and you put the clippings that you get from that clipping thingy into those pots so that you can, I think, clone your plants so that you don't have to do this whole wet them in the cotton and plant them again. I think that's what you're supposed to do. I've never been able to use it correctly. I've tried, but I don't know how to use it. Okay, so you can see that this one is like a lighter brown than the other two. It's because it needs watering. So that's what I mean by water cycles. So this one should level up next. This one already leveled up, but it didn't need watering for some reason. But I think this is the stage where you can clip it. No, okay, so it's the next stage. So that's stage 1. I believe that's stage 2. So the next one I think is when I can clip this this plant here. But I guess we'll find out here in a moment. Okay, so this is right before it's fully grown, and I still can't clip it. So maybe I'm mistaken. I could have sworn I've tried it before and it worked. I guess you have to clip it when it's small. Maybe that's it. I didn't try when it was at the first tiny little like bush growth rate. I've only tried since it's been growing here. Oh no. Okay, well that's my bad. I could have sworn you couldn't click on these things and destroy them while they are still growing. So we just lost one plant. That's a bummer. That was my bad. Okay, let me let these finish growing here. So it's time to do our cleanup here. They're all dried up. Let's go ahead and clip this plant and then clip this plant. I'm not gonna bother with the little seedlings or whatever they were called. I was trying to get. I don't have the stuff to do them right now, anyways. So it would have just been a little waste of time. But I think I'm also gonna just hold off so I don't accidentally destroy a plant again. So let's see. We got 1 baggie. We got 2 baggies. I missed 2 baggies. We got 3. I believe that's a big one. 2, 4, and we can only carry 5 in our hot bar there for right now. So let me go and separate these ones out. Okay, so this is going to be a 5er. That's a 5 as well. We just threw a nug. Get back in the pile, please. Okay, so we got 5, and that's all we can carry for now. So the rest of these will just sit on the floor for us. Okay, let me just double check. Yes, okay, so only 5 we can carry. And then we got, what is this? 2, 4. 2, 4. Let's get the little ones separated. 6, 8, and 10, I believe. There's another one there. Blammo, kablamo. So that's another baggie. Oh, we actually had 1 extra. Okay, I need to learn to count again. So we got 2 right there, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have another 8 that's going to sit in the scale for us until we get another plant up and going here, which is no big deal. I'm dumping them into the scale here just so I don't have them laying around on the ground. They are small, so I could potentially just kick them out of the way or something. I'd rather not have happen. Go ahead and leave this here. Let me go sell the 7 baggies that we have and then see how much we get here in a moment. Okay, in total we made $280 off of the 7 baggies that we had, which is pretty decent. We would have made more if I didn't destroy the plant on accident. So, while I was gathering the baggies to sell, somebody was at our door and he wants us to deliver two space... Let me zoom in here. He wants us to deliver 2 space cakes to his door, and he gives us access to the internet on a little laptop that we get from him. So that will be something we might work on next episode. I need to go ahead and buy a stove and a fridge, and neither of those are cheap. So in between here, I'm going to go ahead and probably plant a whole bunch more and grow a whole bunch more, just so I can afford those things, because I think they are like 500 a piece, maybe 200 a piece. Okay, so the oven is 300 and the fridge is 180, so we don't have enough for that yet. This guy isn't new, but he has a quest for us to give him a bottle of hemp water, I think it was. I have to go back to the apartment to see what he wanted exactly. Okay, so the guy at the furniture store wants us to give him a bottle of Easy Lum, which is just a hemp leaf and sugar boiled together. So we can go ahead and take care of that once we get the stove going here. But yeah, I think in between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and grow a whole bunch and get some cash going. Probably get about $1,000, hopefully, which shouldn't take too long. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do all that in between episodes here. So hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.